He gave me some time, like he gave me with the other church, right? He gave me some time. And then, I'm sorry, y'all, I got like a little thing. He gave me some time, you know what I'm saying, to kind of like sit, to hear the message, to make, because he confirms, right? So it doesn't matter where I go. If he deals with it with me during the week, he confirms it with me, on the back end in the services that he sends me to, right? And so I'm like, okay, God, I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, they good, right? Like, why you got me here, right? Like, I mean, I could be somewhere else right now, right? And so he's like, nah, but I need you to be there. And I'm like, okay. And then so then I go one Sunday, and I'm like, okay, great, good, speak to some people, because there's some people that are worthy of spoken to, right? And then so I go speak to the people and such, and then the next Sunday he uses me to give a word to the same person he knew was gonna be was gonna have some offense, would be offended by me, right? Like, I'm like, yo, like, for real though, like, God, that's how you're finna set me up? Like, I apparently offended this person, and I don't know what I did, right? And so, but he sends me to the person to give them a word. Okay, great. So now I'm like, okay, but it's pieces, right? We live our life in pieces. He gives us pieces along the way to create the masterpiece, right? Okay, so I'm like, okay, cool. I deal, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a little bit more spiritually mature now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a little bit more control over my feelings and stuff like that, right? So I'm like, okay, well, okay, so then my Bible tells me, it tells me, so if any believer sins against you, go privately and point out the offense. If the other person listens and confesses it, you have won that person back. But if you are unsuccessful, take one or two others with you and go back again, so that everything you say may be confirmed by 2 or 3 witnesses. If the person still refuses to listen, take your case to the church. Then, if he or she won't accept the church's decision, treat the person as a pagan or a corrupt tax collector, right? Because I'm walking out the word. That's what I would like to do, right? In my life. When I say yes, that means I have to literally walk out this word, right? So I'm like, okay, God, I knew that scripture, right? Up until like a certain part. And I'm like, okay, so I go to the person. I'm like, can we have a conversation? And they like, no. And then they said some other words, right? And then some other words, and then some other words, right? And I'm okay with that, right? Because whatever it is I did, it offended them, right? And that's their reaction to that offense, right? Again, I don't know what I did, but I'm like, okay, well, at least let me go find out what I did, so I can, you know what I'm saying, like, make it right if I've wronged them, right? Because that is the life that I am living now, right? And so I did that, right? Like, so I went to the person. They refused to talk to me, right? And so I was like, okay, cool. So then I went back again, right? Like, I went back to the person again and was like, can you please just tell me something? They didn't want to talk to me. So, there was a person with them that was like, oh, I need to talk to you. So I'm like, okay, cool. Well, at least somebody can tell me what I did, right? So I can, like, correct my wrong, right? Then there was somebody else that just pulled them away and was like, they don't got nothing to say to you. Okay, so then now, the first part of that scripture, because it's scripture, and that's Matthews 18, 15, 17, right? So the first part, go to the person. I did that, right? They didn't want to hear me, right? So it say take two or three, take 2 or 3 witnesses, right? Well, I kind of skipped that part. Like, my 2 or 3 witnesses wasn't really witnesses. Like, I just went to the church head, right? And that's because there's a, like, there's a relationship kind of situation going on, right? Like I know them. And so I'm able to, speak with them or whatever the case may be. So I have a conversation with them about it, right? And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, this is what the Lord gave me to say, right? When I said something, I was like, I don't know if that's it. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, there's no communication between me and that person. So, like, I really don't know what I did. But if you just let me know, I can correct it. Because I'm not above reproach, right? Like, if I'm wrong, I'll own it. But if it's God, I'm not going to be like, I apologize for it, right? And so, so they were like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk to them or whatever. And then, and then I'm thinking like, I'll get back with you was my understanding, right? I'll get back to you was my understanding. And so the my got back to you never got back to me, right? And so the other day I'm riding down the road, right?